we'll give it a few more minutes for others to join.
Yes, that sounds good. And we are going to be going live and virtually like this both soon, hopefully next month. Where that location is yet to be determined, but we're thinking hopefully it will be in the Sherman Oaks area at a hotel. But you'll have the option to do this now again in person, so that we can get back to networking a little bit easier. I will have you note that I know you very straight people don't realize that today is marijuana day, 4/20. So I want you to all go into your bedrooms and get your bong. And Corey.
Oh boy.
Oh, Francisco.
Before I stopped him, I was like, wait a second, he's joking.
I am joking. That's not CCIM sanctioned. That was totally off the record, and we'll strike that from the record. But it is true. It's 4/20, if anybody didn't realize. I don't smoke.
Let you gentlemen know that Wingstop has a 420 theme wing that came out today. Apparently it's like a glazed wing that they came out just for 420. I saw it on Yahoo Finance this morning.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, there's a true professional. Steve dropped it right back into real estate in QSRs. Look at how he just did it.
Attaboy, there you go. Yep. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, good morning, everybody. I think we'll get started here in a few minutes. We'll wait for everybody to jump on. But Yvonne, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Francisco. Good morning, Jeff. How are you guys?
Good morning. We're doing good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Well, we've got quite the lineup today on properties, and that's exciting. The more we can present, the more viewers that we're going to see. And so think about a chance to present to literally 100 or 200 brokers and their clients at one time. And then this is going to be on our website and on YouTube. And unfortunately, we're not streaming live today on YouTube, or rather our Facebook page, because of some technical difficulties, but it will be there very shortly. So anyways, this is a great opportunity, and we hope to see more of you presenting your properties on these calls. And I stated earlier, we're going to go back to in-person soon, hopefully next month, but it'll also be streamed in a Zoom format as well. So technology has changed everything, and CCIM is right in the middle of it. So why don't you take it away, Francisco?
All right. Well, we'll get started here. We're waiting for our sponsor here. He'll be here in a few minutes. But I wanted to first thank everybody. Hang on. First of all, I wanted to thank our sponsors. For those of you who, again, who are just joining us for the first time, we are doing these webinars for our sponsors, our platinum sponsors, our gold sponsors, our silver sponsors. There's a lot of ways for our community to get involved and to get exposure, and our bronze sponsors. And the funds, sponsoring our chapter is really an opportunity for you to get to know not only the membership, but also the different professionals in different product types, different industries. I mean, to give you guys a quick case study, I'm not sure if you guys know Sam. He's with, gosh, I'm not sure. Jeff, you know him. He sponsored a few years ago, but he's been out of the mix for a while. I'm trying to get him back. His last name with an N. No, with an N. He's an attorney. He does M&A, he does real estate. He does a lot of international real estate development transactions. And for the life of me, the name just escaped me. But the point is that we reconnected recently on one of my shopping centers listings, and able to give me feedback on some particular issues. And it's almost like a provisor community. If you guys have questions, we always ask each other and collaborate. Obviously share deals, but this is just to give you a little plug about the chapter CCIM Greater Los Angeles. We have I think over a few hundred members, and we're growing, and we're really trying to create that community for fundamentally the commercial real estate arena for Los Angeles. And again, what Jeff was mentioning earlier is that we're going to be going back in person, which is going to be very exciting. I think a lot of you have been having your, I would say, Zoom and Teams. I'm not sure for those of you using Microsoft Teams, fatigue here. So I think we're definitely excited to be coming back to in-person meetings and to having, really the breakout for CCIM Greater Los Angeles. So keep us on your, if you have more information, you can reach out to Jeff and myself, and also our chapter administrator, DJ. Her information will be at the end of the presentation. And then we'll get started with our broker forum. So right now, I'm going to actually ping him again, because for those of you how many of you guys actually joined my installation dinner in 2019? Hands, anybody? No?
I was there free prime. Well, I guess it wasn't free. Well, it was free for the board. So yeah, the great prime rib, as I recall. And it was, yeah. And I recall it was at lunchtime. It wasn't at dinner time, by the way.
No, it wasn't. It was a luncheon. We actually have, we're excited. We're also going to be having our new, Lowry's luncheon again next year. So keep your calendars open in the month of November. I think we're going to be getting some more. Can you believe it, Jeff? It's almost June.
We have a Linda Lee from Kidder Matthews is our president-elect, and she will be coming in November. I don't know the exact date in November, but look for that and do try to get involved. I think becoming a chapter member is important to you as a broker and so on. But yeah, and the organization, we use that money to put on good programs. And I know we're going to sponsor one highlight real quick and then move on to the presentations, but we're waiting. He must be running a few minutes behind.
You know what? I just called him. He's actually just getting stuck here, but you know what? We'll come back to him later.
Yeah, we'll come back and let's go on.
All right, everybody, we'll get started on the listings, and let's start with our first one. Steve Espinoza, are you on?
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Jeff,
Tell us more about your property.
Thanks. Yeah, so I just really quick wanted to let you guys know about 2915, 2917 South Vale Avenue in Commerce. It's listed for sale. It's a fully leased out industrial investment. We're targeting, I do have it as TBD on the pricing. We're targeting 13 million. I know some of you are going to be like, yikes, that's way over what market pricing is. Just a little quick tidbit. The owner merged with another company, and so right now he's not really too desperate for the funds. So he said, hey, you know what, let's just target 13 million. It's a great property, again, fully leased out. The ownership is occupying around 6,000 square feet of office in there. It is a heavy office building, but it could be used for flex, R&D, could be used for last mile, 3PL, and also, again, has heavy power, so definitely manufacturing building. 13,000 square feet of it is metal. So I currently have somebody who is in the refrigeration business looking at it. it could be used for that. And it's really, really close to the 5 freeway. So that's why I've been pitching it as a last mile 3PL building. Any questions?
Yes, is that the NOI right there, the 577-690.08?
Correct. No, NOI is gonna be $461,000.
Got it. DJ, can we make sure we, verify these before you post them? I know we had some issues last time as well, but let's just make sure we have that. But I appreciate that. If you could put that in the chat for the NOI for this property. In terms of the ceiling heights, what are the ceiling heights for the?
Ceiling heights are gonna be 21 to 24. So the concrete reinforced portion of the building is at minimum 21. The metal building in the middle is at 24. So at minimum 21 clear.
Got it. Got it. In terms of electrical, are you guys set up for heavy machinery or internet flex space?
Heavy power. We have, I believe, 1,000 amps, 277, 480 volts.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And
Have your electrician take a look at that. Please verify that.
oh, no problem, no problem. I appreciate that. I know there's a lot of industrial folks out there and there's a lot of key pieces of it. And, we want to make sure we give all the highlights. And for anyone else have any questions?
What's the length of the leaseback term?
It's going to be a 3-year. Thanks for asking. It's going to be 3-year. That lease back term will end October 31st of 2026 if exercised.
And they've got the whole project.
They just have 13,000 square feet. So it's the back end where the 13,000 square feet is.
Okay. And yeah, we'll have to take a look at the leases and figure out if, is it all triple net?
It's all gross.
All gross. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for those of you who want more information, definitely reach out to Steve and
Please reach out to me.
yeah. We'll go on. If there's no other questions, we'll move on to the next one.
Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you, Steve. Corey, are you on the line?
I'm right here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Corey. Go for it.
Hi, everyone. This is my first time doing this, but I've been in this business I'm celebrating my 30th year doing this. So it's nice to be doing something with CCIM. So thank you, Jeff and Francisco, for allowing us to participate. I got hired by a client of mine who actually has been a client for almost all of those 30 years. And he's selling a portfolio of Walgreens that he's purchased in really curated locations. He's owned them for the last 15 years, and his investment group is deciding to finally sell. So there's roughly 10 years left on each of these Walgreens on their initial term, and then there's another 50 years of options. For those of you who aren't familiar with Walgreens structures, in the vast majority of them, they're flat deals. So there's no increases in these. Generally speaking, they're good rents, they're great locations, and they're absolute net leases. So even though the yields are, on the lower side and stable, they're not as low as QSRs. I mean, David and I sold a McDonald's in December for a 3.5 cap. These should trade closer to a 5 cap, but they also have a percentage rent clause. So you really want to look at the sales of these and see how healthy they are, and that Walgreens views them as healthy stores that they want to obviously keep. But if you start to get into percentage rent, so as we have inflation, the cost of goods goes up, and that way a buyer can feel like they have a shot at actually getting an increase in rent if the cost of goods exceeds a certain level. The locations, there's 3 in Colorado. They all run for Parker is just southeast of downtown Denver, and then Thornton runs up the 25 towards Fort Collins, and Fort Collins is up higher up on the 25. That is the entire path of growth for the state of Colorado. Everything to the east of there is essentially forest land that the state of Colorado does not want to develop. So this is the path of progress. So look, I mean, look, you know, Fort Collins is an established city, and but all these locations are special. We have one in Cary, North Carolina. That's a very special location. It's become a tech hub in the state of North Carolina. It's also
Did
the
a
home to
CVS out there.
yeah, it's also
I
the
did.
home to the Women's World Cup, Soccer World Cup. And then one in Minnesota, it's a suburb of St. Paul. It's Maplewood, Minnesota. And the sales on that deal are approaching $4 million a year, which anyone that knows Walgreens recognizes what a significant number that is for store sales. So if you've got any good trade buyers or any buyers that are just looking for stability and no more headaches, I'd highly recommend having a hard look at these. There's no debt to assume, so you can place new debt on them. I've gotten great quotes, and we're looking for, you know, real buyers.
Well, those are great properties. I will say, Corey, CCIM's mid-year conference was just in North Carolina. We had a commercial real estate economist, Casey Conway, who happens to be the new economist for EXP Commercial, who's going to be speaking on April 25th and 26th at our virtual symposium. And I can invite anybody to that. So let me know if you want to attend. But anyways, they hit on North Carolina. We were in Charlotte at the Westin. And man, I'll tell you, if I was investing money right now, I would seriously look at both Denver and that corridor you're talking about and North Carolina. So you've got some great properties there.
Thank you. My client's 87 years old, and he's a great guy. But his attitude when I sold him a Ralph's supermarket in Santa Monica in 1996 for 15 million, and then we sold it in 2007 for just under 29 million. And this is what he did with the proceeds. And when he selected these 15 years ago, his goal was to stay away from water because he feels like coastal cities are, in the long run, probably not the best bet. And I know that's he might have been a little jumping the gun on that, but these locations all have, there was a lot of thought into how he selected these locations.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you can see it.
Anyway, thank you for the opportunity. I don't know if are there any questions? Is there any questions? The co-op fee, by the way, it's scheduled at one point, but I have gotten a verbal confirmation from my client that if we get strong offers, that he's willing to consider 1.25 or even 1.5 points. If it's the entire portfolio sale, you know, then it may get closer to 1.25. But if we have to go to one-off sales, then I think anything reasonable between 1 and 1.5 points is probably a reasonable expectation for a buy-side fee.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, and let's get these out to the attendees, the packages. Those are good bread and butter ones. And DJ, you've got the packages, I would guess.
Yes, Jeff.
Why don't you send these packages out on all of these properties we're presenting today to all the attendees at least. So
Sure.
Make it easy on everybody. All right, next. All right, I think we have Yvonne up next in Santa Paula, KFC.
Hi, everyone. I'm still looking. Okay, here you go. So hi, everybody. I guess you can all recognize what this is, KFC. So this is in a great location in Santa Paula, right off State Highway 126 with a very quick access to Highway 101 and the Interstate 5. The list price is 1.232. And the NOI is 46,200. Cap rate is about 3.75%, and the buy-side fee is 3%. Yeah, so this is the and very close to Santa Paula Airport and the downtown Santa Paula location, walking distance to the DMV, gas stations, schools, retail, and other fast food chains like McDonald's, Jack in the Box. It's really in the center of Santa Paula. And it will definitely provide the buyer with very stable income. And it's a ground lease triple net. Very easy to maintain. Oh, basically no maintenance for the owner.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Yvonne and I's listing, and the couple of the reasons to buy that is the rent is below market. They've been there forever. I mean, I want to say it was originally built, I think, in the 70s, and they've already gone through a remodel, but probably could use another one. You've got the newer Starbucks next door and McDonald's, and you've got tremendous growth in the industrial market just to the east in Valencia, Newhall. You've got, of course, the coastal community of Ventura just to the west. Just a no-brainer for a little exchange buyer. Yeah, a good buy-side fee. So we look forward to working with everybody.
Awesome.
Jeff, how long is the term left on that deal?
Can you open that up, Yvonne?
Yeah, the lease will expire in February 2026, and they have fixed rent increase, and they have options, 3 5-year options.
They have 3 5-year options, and is it a ground lease, so the improvements aren't acquired as part of the deal?
Yeah, so
True.
ground lease, yeah, triple net.
Do they provide sales, or with the ground lease oftentimes they don't?
No sales included in the lease. Wish they did, but they're not going anywhere. We've dealt with those guys because we knew the landlord very well. Unfortunately, they passed away, and this is being sold by the beneficiary trustee, by the trustee.
Is that a pad on a larger project?
I guess you could say there's a number of pads there. You've got the McDonald's you can see in one of the pictures. You've got the Starbucks. You're on a corner just as you get off the freeway there. Harvard is, I don't know if you've heard of that university, but I went to Moore Park College, so I didn't go to Harvard. That was a little joke. But yeah, no, there's no grocery store there, but across the street on, I guess it would be to the east, is a small center. And yeah, I mean, this is, again, a really good deal. You're not going to have any problems with this one. Now, we're probably going to, by the way, going to have one in the city of Ventura in the $3.3 million range. We're just going over that right now with the seller. And it's also a KFC over by the Santa Buena Ventura Mall. So keep that in mind. It's obviously got a higher rent. The cap rate's going to be a little higher than this one. The 3.75 cap rate is really because when you look at that rent, I mean, it's extremely low. It is a drive-through too.
Awesome. Do you guys know anything about the franchisee and how many?
They own quite a few QSRs. They're very stable, and I would call them big, not huge, but really big.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, we'll move on to the next one. If no one has any further questions.
Oh, so this one is freestanding office building, also triple net. Lease price 1.263, and the NOI is 44,209, and the lot size 4,792 square feet, cap rate 3.5. Again, the buy side fee 3%, and this is in fantastic downtown Santa Barbara location. And yeah, this is walking distance to the mall, and also just walking distance to other retail stores.
The mall on State Street, that's where Amazon just converted the old, I think it was the Macy's, into office for the engineering division, as I recall. So, I mean, it's right there off of State Street. It's, yeah, fantastic. Single tenant. The tenant's been in there quite a while. And yeah, the price is also good on a price per square foot for the building, and the NOI is low. So you've got another good opportunity here.
Perfect, perfect. If there's no further questions, we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah.
This one is triple net as well in Santa Barbara. The downtown location, price 2.269592. The NOI 96,457, and it's a big lot, 11,325 square feet, cap rate 4.25%. The buy side fee also 3%. And the lease has will expire in 2024, but 2 3-year options.
Nice.
Are you sure you've got the options right on Haley? I thought those were 5-year options.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad. This one has the 3 5-year options. Sorry.
Yeah.
The lease will expire 2030. I was looking at the other one. Sorry about that.
No problem. This is a good property. It used to be a Big O. It's a local guy. They do good store sales, although they don't report. And we have a clean phase 1. We've got a clean phase 1 on all of these properties. This is in a really good area that's transitioning in Santa Barbara. So yeah, good little triple net.
Okay, awesome. Awesome, guys. We'll just keep moving. Go to the next one.
Yeah, so this one, Francisco, you may be very interested. This one is a grocery outlet anchored shopping center. Like you
Okay.
mentioned, a deal that you
Yeah,
did
yeah,
before. Yeah, this is also in downtown center location in Santa Barbara.
Okay.
About 16 million, $726,000 NOI. The lot is 91,476 square feet, and price per square feet is only 539. Cap rate 4.5. Buy
Okay.
side 1.75%. So there is the grocery outlet, the liquor store, there is a pizza, and then a Chinese restaurant.
Okay. Good lot size. Is there a pad? Is there a pad on the other side? Or no, it's actually, never mind.
No, there's a little strip across the driveway to the right of that grocery outlet and liquor store. But that's not a part. We share the parking in common with that strip, and we've gone to them to see if they would sell. They keep saying no. That used to be a Ralph's. Speaking of a Ralph's, Corey, in the coastal area, but They outgrew that location and built another one on De La Vina farther south, or I guess south closer to the water. And we put in Grocery Outlet as a replacement tenant about 5 years ago or so, and they are killing it there. I mean, absolutely, we just nailed that one with the type of tenant compared to what's around it, i.e. the Gelsons, the Trader Joe's.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I see
So
it here.
Jeff, how
This
much
is-
terms on that?
when does that expire? 27, Yvonne?
27.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grocery outlet 27.
Do they report sales?
No, no sales there either. You know, the Grocery Outlet, you probably are aware, that's a little bit of a hybrid where the manager partners with the corporate, and they, so the guy that the husband and wife that's managing the store, they actually have some ownership, some skin in the game. And we talked to them quite a bit. My partner manages the store, or manages the center rather. And they say they're, we can see they're doing very well there. Great numbers. They're not going anywhere, that's for sure. And they spent a ton of money. It's not reflected in the rent, in the remodel. So yeah, a lot of tenant improvements in there. You can't really see it from the exterior, but we even did a little exterior remodel as well, some signage, and the upside to that deal is that Chinese food restaurant that is basically empty. We're getting a little bit of rent in there for the operating expenses, but that's got to be repositioned. It's all the way on the other end of the building, of the project, and it's about 3,900 square feet. So you could imagine that could add quite a bit of NOI to this project.
Got it. Got it. Interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see the OM for sure. Send me that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Putting my email in the thing in the chat. But real quick, before I want to let you guys say your portfolio. So I know you guys had a portfolio, but I do have our sponsor here. I wanted to see if we could do a quick segue to the sponsor and come back if everybody's okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, good morning. Good morning, Mr. President. Jeff, how you doing today?
Good, Mr. Williams. How are you? Thank you for sponsoring the chapter.
No, well, we definitely want to continue our support with the Greater Los Angeles CCIM. We've definitely been a sponsor, and we definitely want to continue to grow our relationship with your chapter. So thank you for having us on and giving us the opportunity to sponsor today's broker forum. I just wanted to, just kind of do just a quick intro. I don't know exactly how much time. I don't think I'll need all the time that was told to me. But again, for those that I've not had the pleasure of meeting personally, my name is Frank Williams with Capital Direct Funding, co-founder with our family-run private and alternative lender. To make it simple, we are a commercial bridge lender. We are the lender of opportunity to take advantage of a quick opportunity. We are the lender for value add when you're dealing with vacancies, when you're dealing with negative, I'll just say to the point where it's a negative NOI, and just as a few case studies, what we're experiencing with the institutional lenders and fallouts that we get, most of it has to do with the DSCR coverage ratios and the additional stressors that they're putting on particular properties, sometimes going as high as 75 basis points to the DSCR, and that additional stress test, as they're using that terminology, is actually kicking out some really strong transactions. So regardless of the fact that our interest-only products are very manageable for short-term repositioning of properties, we feel that we're in an excellent opportunistic mode for us to be part of your team to be somebody that can go to with a transaction where you might have somebody with strong financials, or maybe they encountered some negative write-offs over the last couple of years with what's been going on in the economy wise, where they need something to stabilize for 1 to 2 to maybe even 3 years. Our position has always been, if it makes sense, we understand what the exit's going to be, we can underwrite to that point and help offset those. So, we just appreciate the opportunity. Again, our products are rather simple. We are seeing more construction. We do the construction loan to costs, even at 80, maybe even 85, depending on some transactions, as we might want to stretch that a little bit if it makes sense, especially with the cost of materials and labor. But for the most part, we're looking at a lot of acquisitions that we're being able to take advantage of for our clients, and we want to be part of your team. So that's pretty much it, Jeff. And we really appreciate again the opportunity, and thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. Now, question, you've seen these rates go up quite a bit, like all of us. Where do you think the market is going? I know you've been at this game for quite a long time. I mean, just kind of your quick 3-minute overview on where you think the market's going.
Well, let me just kind of start with the context. What I really truly believe the cost of money is truly around 6.5. So if I want to sit there and start with that context and understanding the amount of subsidies that have been out there for the last decade, that we see that finally just pulling back out of the market and letting the true cost of funds actually hit. I believe that we are going to see a continuous rise. I think the Treasury, I think it topped out at 109 and some change yesterday. We're going to continue to see this. 209, excuse me.
Okay.
We're going back and forth with restabilization and repositioning of portfolios, and I think that these interest rates are going to continue to cycle up, and I don't foresee any changes going down and maybe seeing any corrections, at least over the next 18 months. So I think that interest rates will definitely be a conversation, and also the institutional lenders reevaluating their reclassification of what they consider an A+ A or A- property is going to definitely come into the conversation. So if there's anything that is of any kind of speculation, I think you're going to see those things work hand in hand with transactions and closings. But yes, I definitely see that this is just something that we're going to have to contend with. And this is just goes with what we've been expecting, and it's just going to happen a little bit quicker than we expected. So.
Well, good. Well, we appreciate you sponsoring. We look forward to working with you on some of our deals. And what's next on the agenda, Mr. Williams?
Yes. We'll get back to, I believe we had somebody from Coldwell Banker. Robert.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Excuse me, 1 second. Okay, so what we have here is 2 parcels being sold together for development purposes. This is in the heart of West Hollywood, in the Tri-West area of WeHo. It's one of the most sought out areas in Los Angeles. Close proximity to Trader Joe's, Gelson's, 24-hour fitness, all the bars, restaurants, and everything that West Hollywood has to offer. It's approximately, it's a little over 10,000 square foot lot, which will allow for approximately 10 units. And that is, of course, to be verified. There might be some height restrictions there in that section of West Hollywood. Let's see. Currently, and I apologize for this because I just got these numbers in late yesterday afternoon after this slide went out. But the price is $4,000. The CSO, the CSO is 2%. The net operating income is $7,500 per month, and not the $5,013. This is a duplex and a triplex. The duplex is owner occupied. The fourplex is tenant occupied. So that's why the rents are lower on the quadruplex side. I do have rent rolls available if you'd like to see them. So the buyer will be responsible for relocating the tenants, but at least we'll have that income while everyone gets their plans, permits, entitlements, and all that stuff for the location. So a lot of new construction happening in that area once these older properties come to market. I think that's it. Thank you very much, guys and ladies, and hope you're all well.
Great, great. Thank you, Robert. This looks like a good development opportunity. So
How many units again? How many units was it again?
Approximately 10 units.
10 units.
It's over
Got
10,
it.
yeah, it's over 10,000 square feet, so that usually allows for about 10 units. There might be a height restriction though in that particular area of West Hollywood.
Got it. Got it. And in terms of the tenants and so forth, I mean, I have to look on Zemus, but can you LSAC this? Is it possible to get everybody out? Or
Yeah,
do you have to?
yeah, I would think so. It's going to take a little time, but it might be worth the going that route. Sure.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
And then just so you know, the one in the duplex, those are clients moving to Palm Springs, and they would like a 6-month minimum lease back. And I told them that the lease back should probably be around $2,400 for a unit. So they would like to remain until there's some health issues there that they want to resolve before they make the move to Palm Springs.
Got it. Very nice. Any more questions? We can continue on.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Robert. Well, that's actually all of the listings for today. And for those of you, again, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been seeing all the chats in the chat box. We have OMs that we're happy to send out to everybody. We're going to be sending out all the contact information. I think again, we wanted to welcome your feedback for these meetings, because what happens is that we go through all the product types and then we go through our sponsor highlight. And I think I want to put a case study of our last, I think we had an environmental company come out and we were able to go over different issues and different things. And again, a lot of the folks who attended really gave positive feedback and also wanted to see other topics or learn of other topics. We welcome that. Any feedback that you do have, please let us know. Either send us an email, put in the chat box, ask any questions to any of the speakers, and us to all moderators as well, because we're here to make this meeting. This meeting is not a fixed structure. We are adjusting this every month, and we wanted to add value. We want you guys to be able to share with each other, talk about topics with the for example, with the rates and everything, interest rates. I think that that's a whole conversation that we can all have like a roundtable discussion about for the next hour. But again, we're definitely, I think for those of you who have heard of REOC, they have a great structure. I know that's another organization that we've collaborated with, CCIM. So Southern California has collaborated with them. Point is that we're here to grow this, and for any feedback, we welcome that. So we'll continue on to the next updates.
Yeah, the one thing I wanted to add, Francisco, is everybody put in your calendar our first annual charity golf tournament, June 20th.
Yes.
We are looking for sponsors for that, and that's at Calabasas Country Club. It's a Monday. Make a Wish is our lead charity, and then we've got Dance for Ecuador and Viet Love. These are all children being they're the benefactors for our charities. And so, yeah, it's a great opportunity to get involved. We're going to be networking. If you're not a golfer, we're going to be networking after golf. And yeah, we're looking for sponsors. You can just play. If you can't sponsor, you can get a foursome together. You can do whatever. So just contact me. I'm the host and chair of the tournament. So please reach out to Francisco, anybody.
Yes.
We want to get you involved. So especially you golfers, you can do
Yes.
it. And now I see Tim O'Callahan on there from 10X. We've been talking to him about getting some sort of a training and sponsorship as well within the chapter. So Tim, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, we'll definitely get something on the schedule here, and who's ever in charge of it, give me whatever information we need for the sponsorship, and I will see if I could run it through the corporate chain there for us. But
Yeah.
would love to jump on whenever it works with you guys, one of your broker forums, and just kind of give you a run through on the 10X platform, how to use it, when to leverage it, what makes it an appropriate listing, and so forth.
Yeah, I think after what we had seen, what Mr. Williams was just talking about, we're gonna need 10X even more as the market shifts. So this is not only just certainty of close, but speed to the market and so on. Yeah, this is a good opportunity for us to learn more about 10X, and we will be getting to that soon.
Sounds good, everybody. Let's go back to the classes real quick. We want to make sure we have these in-person classes highlighted as well. For those of you who have not taken 104 and 103, number 103 is for a lot of the user decision analysis. For those of you who do leasing or have any interest in really honing in your leasing and owner user, lease versus own analysis, that is the course for you. This course gives you a full in-depth analysis from a corporate real estate perspective to be, in essence, an outsourced corporate real estate arm to any tenant, to any business, and to hone in your financial analysis skills and get these amazing worksheets and be taught how to use these worksheets to be able to serve your clients. So 103 is definitely coming in, and I encourage all the in-person classes, because in-person gives you a very unique ability to network with people who are in the business, because folks that are, again, you'll meet people across the board, 30-year veterans, people who are just in the business. And it's great to get insight from a lot of folks. And 104 is also coming up. 104 is, I would say, our powerhouse of investment analysis. For those of you who have taken the course, you guys can all attest to CCIM, as they have amazing education. And I think 104, right behind 101. 101 gives you an amazing foundation, but 104 truly gives you all the Jedi mind tricks and all the Jedi I joke around people, all the financial tools you need to look at commercial real estate investments on a global perspective. Anywhere across the world, these are financial principles that you can apply, and it's really exciting. And the great thing is that we have one of our great instructors, our home, I believe Carmela Moss, teaching that class as well. Jeff?
Right. Yeah, she's special. Those of you that don't know Carmela, she is a global speaker and broker, and very, very good. And this I think is an important, if you want to catch her, this might be an important class to go to. So I think you do need to take 101 in order to take 104, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
It is a
Yeah,
prerequisite.
so, yeah. Those of
those
you
are-
that are ready, you don't want to miss this 104 in Beverly Hills. So, or I guess it's technically LA, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. We have anything else?
May 18th, everybody. Please send us your information, and we look forward to seeing you guys next month. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Frank. Thank you,
Thank
everybody who
you.
spoke. We hope you guys join us, and tell your friends. Let's have some more fun.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
guys.
Bye.
Take care. There it is. Take care. Bye-bye.